What up, baby? We back with another one. Welcome to Cars and Cribs. If you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, do me a favor. If you rock with me like I rock with you, please make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We're trying to get this video to 1,000 likes so y'all can go out, so we can go out here and get right. I know I ain't been posting that much lately. It's been low-key critical because I've been working on some other stuff that I'm trying to do to really try to change my life, me and my loved one's life. So that's what I've really been working on lately, guys. I really haven't been going out doing any gig work or anything. So we are doing something different that we've never done before. Now, my business partner came with this great idea. She said that she has seen some questions on Reddit. I haven't read any of these questions or answering any of these questions. So she's going to ask me this question, and you guys are going to get my honest, blunt opinion on what I think about this situation. So I don't know what it is, but she's about to read it, and then I'm going to answer the question.
Okay, so this one says that I'm just going to read straight from the person's perspective. I get deliveries every day. I have one instruction on there and it says, do not ring the doorbell. I have that on there because my baby and my dogs, and they go crazy and I do not want the doorbell ring. So usually people follow it. I got this delivery from Walmart. The driver did not follow my instructions. He rang the doorbell, left the bags at my door, and then that was it. I went outside. I was very annoyed. I grabbed my bags, took them inside, realized that there's an extra bag with some razors and a toothbrush in it. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm not calling Walmart because they're just going to tell me to keep it anyway, because as everyone knows, that's what they do. So she said 15 minutes later, he comes back to my house. She's assuming he's coming back to get the bag that he accidentally dropped off with hers, and he rang the doorbell. Incessantly, multiple times. Rang it over and over and over for about 10 minutes. She ignored him the whole time. She said, is she in the wrong?
Is she in the wrong for what?
For not answering the door and giving him the bag.
First off, let's start off like this. I've told you guys this, I've told you guys this since the beginning of the time. Make sure, let me say it one time, make sure that you read the notes on the order. Sometimes people have specific instructions like, do not ring the doorbell. They got that right on there, but sometimes I understand that we be moving fast, we be trying to go out there and get that cash and have a blast. We run up there, ring the doorbell, and then you drop the stuff off. And I think this is what I think happened, right? Now, mind you, what I think happened is he probably had more than one order. Maybe it was a Walmart Spark order or something like that, and he gave her the other customers' items. Now, not only did he ring the doorbell the first time, he continuously went back and rang the doorbell over and over and over and over and over and over. Now, the question she asked was she wrong for not answering the door? Honestly, personally, I would say that she really not wrong for it. It's really up to her what she gonna do. This is her house. This is her house. She specifically asked you not to ring the doorbell. You keep on ringing the doorbell 10 times over and over and over and over. If she didn't want to answer the doorbell or answer the door, she didn't have to answer the door because she specifically told you in the first place not to ring the doorbell. Now, that's one side. On the other side, look, sometimes some people ain't gonna react like that. Some people ain't just gonna ignore you, keep on ringing the doorbell. They gonna come over there and check you, and then whatever happened after that, that's what's gonna happen after that. Her husband could have been home, her uncle, brother, sister, or whoever could have been home, answered the door, checked you, and then still not gave you that bag back. So I understand that you needed the bag back, but I think that it was very rude for you to continuously keep on ringing that lady doorbell. She specifically said, don't ring the doorbell. And I know that, you know, we make mistakes and people mess up, and sometimes you may not read the thing, you might be moving too fast, you're trying to go run up some more money, and you might leave some items at the customer door. But honestly, as an independent contractor, everything is on you. You know what your main problem is? Your main problem is you ain't paying attention to what you're doing. That's the first thing. You ain't paying attention to what the notes say. You gave the people the wrong bag. You rushing too fast. I understand you trying to go out there and get that cash and have a blast. But if you bring certain people doorbell like that, they might spaz. So, was she wrong? I would say no. He lucky, he or she lucky that she ain't check him. Because honestly, it takes people a long time to put these kids to sleep. Or they got these dogs barking. You don't know what type of dog they got. Now, what would have happened if she let that dog out on you? Who let the dog out? She let that dog out on you. Did what she would have did. Stop doing that. Don't do that. I understand. I get it. You wanted the bag back. You might have another delivery. Or that maybe could have been your personal items. Look, if you were paying attention to what you're doing, that would have never happened. Now, I want to know what you think. Do you think she was wrong or do you think she was right? What would you have done in this situation? First off, what would you have done if you were the homeowner or the renter or whatever? And what would you have done if you were the driver and you were dropping off the items? Comment below and let me know. I really want to know your guys' opinion on this because everybody have different opinions. And look, everybody want to get their opinion heard. So now is your chance. Comment below and let me know. Also, I do want to say this. Make sure you guys don't be biased. Do not be biased with this answer because I understand the majority of us are gig workers and we do certain deliveries and all that stuff. So don't always look at it as the person on one side. Also consider if you was getting some DoorDash or something delivered to your house, how would you feel if you had a kid and you had dogs and they always go crazy whenever somebody rang the doorbell and you specifically told them not to do it? Comment below and let me know. This video is sponsored by LogRock. Have you ever seen someone driving crazy and your heart stopped? If so, you want to get with LogRock. LogRock is one of the top 5 trucking insurance agencies in the nation. Not the city, but the nation. And guess what? You don't have to be patient. Why not? Because you can get a free insurance quote in less than 5 minutes. So click the link in the comment section below to get your free quote. Now it's back to the video.
Scenario number 2. So this driver drives for Uber Eats in Seattle. Now in Seattle, they recently changed the law and every tipped employee now gets minimum wage. So as a result, Uber drivers also get minimum wage. So he has not been getting tips anymore with most of his deliveries. So out of his 17 deliveries that he made in this day, he only got one $3 tip. So this delivery that he's referring to, one of them that he made was to an apartment building. The customer requested that they meet outside of the building. So he parked right outside the door, messaged them that he's arrived and that he's in the car right outside the door. They never responded. It took them 6 minutes to come outside and get their food. He handed them the food, left. She did not tip him. So a few days later, he went out to eat with his girlfriend to a restaurant. And this person who chose not to tip him when he did her delivery is now his waitress.
Yeah!
The question is, would you tip her or would you not?
That's a great question. Ain't it crazy how God works? Ain't it crazy? Because guess what? It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. It ain't no fun. It's all good and dandy when you're on one side, when you're on the other side to get critical. That's the reason why I always tell you guys, be good to people because you never know who this person might be. You never know when y'all might have to meet again and under what circumstance. And this right here is a key example. First off, let's go back to the story. I remember doing this DoorDash stuff, man. I had these issues with these people. You specifically, now this guy is following directions. They specifically said they're going to meet you outside, get him some time. So he didn't leave the stuff at the front door. He sat there and waited for 6 minutes. Now, let's start off the back. Let's talk about this. 6 minutes to you right now, listening to this video, watching this video, may not seem like a long time. But I want you to do this. Go sit in your car for 6 minutes. And don't just sit there and wait for somebody for 6 minutes. It feels like it's 20 minutes. Not to mention, since I've been waiting for 6 minutes, now you might be complaining to DoorDash or to Uber Eats talking about the food code. But it's your fault, the food code. I already been here. So that's the first thing. Me personally, let me start off with that. Me personally, I don't like sitting here and waiting for people. If you, look, the way I was raised, you don't have people waiting on you. You wait on them. If you know somebody's bringing you food, why you got them sitting outside waiting? You can see it right on the app, and it tells you right when they pulling up to the door. So you can go out there and scold. So, that's the first thing. If it was me, honestly, and I was a driver, it's possible I would have left their food right there. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the truth. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you like that. Now, about to no tipping. Not only did you have me waiting 6 minutes, you also did not give me a tip. You ain't had a courtesy to give me no tip. So, the table have turned now. I'm out with my girl. We out there chilling. Yeah, baby, about to go to this restaurant. We do all that, right? And you, my friend, are the waiter. Should he or should he not tip her? Honestly, I'm gonna say this. This is an excellent question. And honestly, I don't know, man. This I ain't gonna lie, pause. This is a hard question to answer. Because, first off, what if she is doing good service? What if she has a good service? What it could be that she's saying that maybe you didn't have good customer service when you dropped this food off. Maybe that's the reason why she didn't tip you. We don't really know. She just didn't tip you. So it's like, is she doing a good job? Is she doing a bad job? In the back of her mind, she probably thinking you ain't tipping her off the bat. She already might be thinking, he ain't tipping me nothing. So my honest answer is, I really don't know, man. I don't know. This is a good one. I really need y'all to comment below. Comment below and let me know would y'all tip them or not. This is a hard question to answer because if they was doing good service, would I tip them? But you did play me though. You did play me. So now it could be time for me to get my get back because what goes around comes around. I just happen to be the one on the other side this time. So it's kind of hard for me to answer this question because multiple things. First off, it depends on how I'm feeling because you did play me. You did play me, you did have me waiting, but I really can't get mad at you. It's vice versa. Look. I really can't get mad at you because I was just doing my job of being an independent contractor and delivering this food. But guess what you're doing right now? You right now are also doing your job. So it may be ugly for you. I don't know. What you think? Because I don't really don't know. Look, the whole time while we at dinner, I'm debating this. I'm like, am I gonna tip this person or not? Because I'm one, if you do a good service, I'm gonna tip you. But I'm gonna say this also, on the other end, I don't know how everybody feel about this. This is very controversial because a lot of people don't like when I say this. If you do bad service, if I come to a restaurant, you are the server or the waiter or whatever the case may be, and you do bad service, I'm telling you right now, I don't care where we at, I ain't giving you nothing. I'm not giving you a nickel, a penny, I ain't giving you a cent. And I understand if some people may disagree with that, but they work hard. I don't care nothing about you working hard. It ain't my, look, some people be, some of the waiters and stuff, they have attitudes, and all that stuff, they don't really pay attention and all that stuff. And I understand that some people have a bad day, but don't have a bad day when I'm in here. I'm just sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And sometimes people have an attitude. It ain't my fault you work here. It ain't my fault the last people didn't tip you. None of that has anything to do with me because sometimes when you have nasty attitudes, you block your blessings. Like this person did without tipping. But on the other hand, I know I'm going on a rant. On the other hand, let me say this. What if she didn't have the money to tip him? What if that's the case? What if she didn't have the money to tip him? Now, is he wrong for not tipping if he do got the money? That's what I would ask y'all. What if she really didn't have the money to tip him? Now, I do want to say this on the other hand of that. Guess what? If you ain't got the money to tip people, stop getting these services. Stop getting these services. It's crazy and it's mind-blowing to me that you, as a waiter, would not tip the person who brought you your food, but you want somebody to tip you. You're a hypocrite. I know you, look, you want somebody to tip you, but you don't want to tip them. And now, I forgot about the beginning part, right? Because they don't have to tip. That's the thing. Ooh, I forgot about that.
They both make the same minimum wage.
So they both make the same minimum wage. So they both struggling. So maybe he thinking this here, tip for a tip. You ain't tip me, I ain't tip you, we cool. I don't know. But I do want to say this. I still do think that if you can, you should tip people. In this situation right now, it's a little skeptical because her pockets may be a little critical right now because she ain't getting no tips like that for real no more. And his pocket may be a little critical because he ain't getting no tips. So I don't really know what to say. I need you guys to let me know. Comment below right now and let me know. What do you feel about this situation? Break it down to me. Are you tipping her or are you not tipping her? Comment below and let me know. Me personally, I don't know. I really don't know. This is a hard question to answer. What do you think?
I think I wouldn't feel bad about not tipping because if we both got paid the same. I mean, I wasted gas and you chose not to tip me. To me, I feel like if you, especially tipped employees, if you work and you expect a tip, you should be one of those people who always tip also because you know what it feels like.
Absolutely. So, I absolutely agree with that. This is a great question. I really want to know, you guys. Comment below and let me know. What do you guys think about it? Should he tip her or should he not? And if it was you, are you tipping her or are you not? Is she out of pocket or is she not? Comment below and let me know.
Well, just so that you know, I'll tell you that he chose not to tip her. And when they were leaving, she came up and asked him if everything was all right. He told her, yeah, everything was good. Everything was fine. And then she said, did you forget to leave me a tip? And he said, no, I didn't tip you. And then I pointed out that I delivered her food a few days ago and she chose not to tip me. He said, and we both make the same minimum wage. So if I can't be mad, then neither can you.
That's good for it. Now, hey, don't, hey, so now that I know that, yeah, you out of pocket. You something else. You are something else. I must say, lady, you something else for that. For you out of pocket for that. It's good he ain't tip you, because you should, and stop feeling so entitled. Did you feel entitled to give him that money when he brought that food over there? Now you want to talk about chasing behind him and his girl. You better be going to check you. Chasing behind him and his girl after he leaving out. Actually, did you forget a tip? Hey, you out of pocket. I'm glad he ain't tip you. I ain't gonna lie. Cause look, I had a little sympathy for you. I was on the fence about it. But now, hey, yeah, I'm glad. Hey, you did the right thing. You did the right thing by not tipping her. Some people may disagree with it. Some people may say you wrong. But hey, it ain't their money, so it don't matter. So that's the reason why I really didn't have a good answer for this, because if it was me, I really don't know. It just really depends on how I'm feeling. It really depends on how her service was. But you still did try to play me. You still had me sitting out there waiting for you. Like, I'm a waiter, but it is what it is. But again, comment below and let me know. What do you guys think? Should he have tipped her or should he have not tipped her?